She's super smart, so sometimes it's hard to argue with her because she's a really blunt person, and I'm not really that blunt, and sometimes that causes a little bit of issues when we have arguments, but we always resolve them.
Oh my gosh, where do I begin? Guys have so many things that they do that really aggravate me, but I guess girls are dumb sometimes too, so, balance each other out. But ignoring my call to me says, you're too busy for me, and that aggravates me. I mean, my 2-year-old cousin can answer the phone. Why can't a 25-year-old man?
I think my biggest pet peeve and struggle, at least in college, is letting your major field take over your relationship. Or, in the case of my ex-boyfriend, when he couldn't understand why I spent all of my time in the theater building, even though it's my major and I love being there.
When relationships are in the new stages, honesty is really important, and it's frustrating for, my perspective as a girl, when you like someone and they're not open or upfront with you and you're kind of wondering, and there's that gray area beforehand. A lot of people are scared to put their feelings out there, but I think that it's important in a new relationship to do that.
A lumberjack, or Ryan Gosling, or Ryan Gosling dressed as a lumberjack.
I found that I don't really have a type of guy that I like to date, but if I choose an ideal guy, I would date a cowboy. Which sounds really stupid, but country music type guy, hit guy, yeah, definitely.
My ideal mate would be someone I can laugh with and have fun with, someone I can trust, someone who is physically attractive, in my opinion, someone who has the same goals, ideals, dreams, well, not just dreams, but is going somewhere with their life, and someone that I can be friends with.
Okay.
Tall, dark, and handsome would be the ideal, but actually I'm not that picky. Just someone who's fun to talk.
I'm not sure about the whole love at first sight thing. We'll start with that. There can be attraction at first sight, but I think the way you define love is after you get to know someone really well and spend a lot of time with them, you start to feel this connection, and I think that connection is love. And I also think that being able to accept someone for who they are and realizing that even though they're flawed, they are the perfect person for you, and that even if they do something as annoying as leaving the stove burners on, which is something my boyfriend does all the time, which is rather dangerous, you still love them anyway, even though you sometimes are very frustrated.
That's a tough question. I don't really know a definition for love. I guess, maybe just something that you feel. I don't really know how I would describe, how I define love, but probably just a feeling.
And I guess I've always kind of thought, what I want to be able to do is, if I really love someone, it's kind of like I want to be a part of their life, but not only like kind of on the side. Like I kind of want to be in their life, meaning like, when my boyfriend graduated from high school, I wanted to be there. I wanted to be with him, and I wanted to be there for his grad party and for his parents' birthdays, for everything. I just want to share everything with him, and I think that when you have that, it's really special. And when you connect on that kind of level and you really honestly want to spend every big part of your lives together, then I think that's love.
It's hard, but I would have to say it's a person that you can have be your best friend the rest of your life. And even though that you may not agree on everything, or you agree to disagree, and just like sometimes your best friend in you, because he really is my best friend. So it's just the fact that we can share that at a higher level, and I think that's love.
I would say love is not only like loving every part of that person, but also learning how to forgive and forget and agree to disagree, or
to just move past the bumps in the road, because everybody will have them. And so if you can find somebody who can love you for your imperfections, then I guess that's what I think it is.
I think the hardest thing at our age is distinguishing between love and lust. And so I think that love is when like the sexual chemistry isn't an issue and you can move beyond that and actually have a friendship along with all of that. I don't know. I think it's really hard for people our age to distinguish the difference between the two.
I would say that you know you love someone when something exciting happens in your life and you just can't wait to tell them.
It's a big time commitment. You have to be prepared to commit to a relationship if you are really looking for a relationship. You have to be prepared to commit to one person, and you have to be prepared to learn everything about that person.
You really accept everything about a person too, not just their good parts, which is always easy to do, but the things that aren't as desirable or that you don't like as much about them.
Just be yourself, I suppose. If you want to meet the kind of people that you'll be most interested in, you got to be yourself, and be open. Definitely be open. If you're not showing who you are, then nobody's gonna know.
Well, that, and if you're not yourself, you're not going to meet the kind of person that you want to be with. Genuinely, anyways.
I think what would make relationships easier, or dating easier, getting to know people easier, is if it were socially acceptable to just go up to someone you like, admit that you like them, and be like, hey, you're hot, I'm hot, let's do something about it. Without all this, like, socially unacceptable, being too forward, whatever. Just admit that you like someone.
Don't change yourself or your hobbies or think you can change the other person, because in the end you can't. And if you try to change them, you're making them into the ideal person that you want, or the vision that you've constructed of them in your head, and it's just going to fall apart because they can't play that part forever. You're just giving them a script and they can't stay in character forever.
And finally, be positive, be optimistic. You know, it may not be the love of your life, but enjoy the moment for what it is and see what you can do from there. And just let things go, and you know, like the little song goes, don't worry, be happy.